Federalist Society, for those of you who do not know me. So I am the in-town local host for this luncheon, and we thank you all for joining us. For those of you who do not know, the Federalist Society is an organization of lawyers and law students primarily who are interested in the current state of the law, and essentially the I guess kind of one line galvanizing statement of the Federalist Society is that it's an organization that is committed to the philosophy that the judiciary should say what the law is, not what the judges think that it should be. We're also the Federalist Society for Law and Public Policy. We do take the opportunity when we can to foster debate, not just about the law and the legal culture, but also about political events and hot political topics of the day. So we're pleased to partner with the Buckeye Institute for yet another successful program. The Buckeye Institute is an organization that has been very successful in Columbus for a very long time. And we're pleased that under the leadership of Robert Auld, that they are spreading their influence not just within the Beltway of Columbus, but coming to Cincinnati on a regular basis as well. And with that, I'll introduce Mr. Robert Auld.
I can probably have the speakers come on. Once again, I'm Robert Auld. I'm the president of the Buckeye Institute. For those of you who don't know Buckeye, we're the premier free market think tank in Ohio. Following Chip's lead to try and summarize us in a single sentence, we do policy research in order to try and promote a freer and more prosperous Ohio. So given that, I'm pleased today to be joined in bringing this presentation to you by the Federalist Society, which is a wonderful leader here in the Cincinnati area, and by the folks from the Mercatus Center who are helping to co-sponsor this event. If you don't know about these organizations, I encourage you to visit their website. Also, there's some publications in the back, not just from Buckeye, but from Mercatus on the pension topic, as well as we've got I think a publication on Medicaid expansion, another major issue facing the state. So please take a look at those if you haven't on your way out. With that, turning to the question of the day, public pension funding, both at a state and local level, is an issue that faces not just Detroit, but cities and states across the country. While the numbers for cities like Cincinnati look dire, I come with the even worse news that, as we state in our most recent report, it's really quite a bit worse than you think when you actually look at the numbers using the sort of standards for interpreting the solvency of the organizations that economists would propose. To discuss the state of Cincinnati's pension system, pension reform in general, and what can be done to make public sector pensions more solvent, make them secure for workers, but also addressing unfunded liability questions for municipalities as well as states.